Okay, so let's be frank. I am prone to being dramatic. That's who I am. So when I say Green Arrow is the best tune in the game, I might be being dramatic, especially since I don't have most of the characters in the game. But he's the best character in the game. No, he's not. I know he's not. I know he's not. I know I'm being dramatic, but I absolutely love him. I love using him. He is incredible. Enough talking. Let's get to the video.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I am going to be going over Green Arrow's kits. This is the character guide for Green Arrow. I've done this previously. Is this the same game? Is game similar? Oh yeah, Abdul. Hey, what's up? You just got me in the middle of the video. Yes, it is very similar. However, as I've told people, if you've come from DC Legends, you'll like it, although it's idle gameplay. So, yo, just chill. I'm going to show you some gameplay. I'm going to try to make this video like, 10, 15 minutes. So just sit back, relax. This is me talking to the chat, talking to my homie Abdul. He was following me on DC Legends. I think he just saw my icon saying that I was live and then clicked on it. So happy to have you on board. And yeah, I'm leaving all this in the video because I'm happy about the people who were a part of the DC Legends community and those who stuck around for while I wandered in the wilderness for 2 years and maybe have found a game to replace it. So love my peoples, my day ones as I call them. Anyway, so Green Arrow, he is one of the first tunes I got in the game. Now let's be fair, I've played the game for 6 days. So a lot of them are the first ones I got. He is an AOE damage dealer that is just nuts to me. I feel as though if I did not have him, I would not have progressed in the game nearly as far as I have in such a short amount of time. So that is why you see versus, if you saw my Zatanna video, which this will come after this. Yeah, I'm gonna make this one come after that one. Her, I'll even show it to her now. Like, see all the other ones, like a little bit here, a little bit there. He is the one I am dumping resources into because he is good. Good, I tell you, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through his kit real quick. We're going to go through the gear, why I selected that gear. And also, you guys know, I'm in the beginning. More of a beginner's guide. It's more like a beginner's journey and just what I've learned. If you guys have any questions or know something better than me, comment section below. I appreciate the comments. Or, if you're live, go ahead and chat it up. All right, so let's go through his affinities first. So he does have a team synergy. His team synergy when he has two of the characters in this list. So you have the ones I have live are Jessica Cruz, Scarecrow, and those are the only ones I'm going to count because I'm not putting any resources to Harley Quinn, Batgirl, or into question. Flash, as soon as he comes out, I'm putting resources into him because he's annoying to fight against. So I want him on my team. Wonder Woman is the legendary that I have selected, waiting for that pull so that I get her. Superman, of course, is Superman. He's going to be good. Maybe he's probably not going to be the best. From what I understand, Wonder Woman is the best in the game, actually. Wonder Woman and Lex. Constantine, played against him. Red Kid, he is a beast. I can't wait. Dr. Fate and Bane, I don't know. But if you have two of these characters, then you will unlock this ability from Arrow. Now, this is level 2 already. I think on level 1, it was like 6 and 8% or 6 and 6%. I can't remember. But the affinity effects are all deployed allies, attack, HP, and defense raised by 9% during battle, attack of all allies with AOE characteristics increased by 12%. Now, this means that these two have to be on the squad that you're fighting with in battle. I did make that mistake. When I come back to affinities, these are just what's unlocked when you unlock those characters. They don't have to be on the squad when you fight. I have question unlocked, so it's 2.5% for attack, HP, and defense increase just for him. Can't wait till Wonder Woman comes through. Okay, and then Deathstroke. Why is he? They say unknown that he's hidden. I guess because I fought him. Because I think whatever. I think it's blurred out in the other thing, but that's not important right now. So let's go ahead and get into his kits. Now, this is also where I mentioned it before. I'm going to have to do a video on buffs and debuffs in the game because there are some unexpected ones. So, for example, you would expect Mr. Freeze and Captain Cold and Killer Frost to have like ice/freeze/frostbite effects. I did not expect it out of him, and there's some other effects that have gone around, buffs and debuffs that have gone around other characters that makes me feel like I should learn them because it's kind of specific. Like you can see where it comes from, but it's kind of specific thing that's not necessarily related to their lore. So gotta have to check for it. Anyway, shoots a specially crafted arrow at an enemy, dealing physical damage for 120% of his attack. And I mean, just so you know, I think it's basic. Now remember, I have him ranked 7. This is my highest tune, so he's going to be stronger than everybody else. His base right now is 2455, and then total is 452 or 4512. Boom, we love it. Anyway, so back to the skills. So right now, what I have him at is damage is increased to 130% because of level 2. I think that happened at level 21 or level 41. I can't remember. Now, this is the part where you get frostbite, which is a pretty cool debuff. I just don't understand it fully. Shoots a freeze arrow at an enemy row. Oh, I get that now. Dealing physical damage equal to 110% of attack and adding 1 stack of frostbite. Now I have it level 2 is 125, level 3 is 140. And frostbite is deals physical damage equal to 15% of attack for each stack of frostbite when added. Aha. Okay. Now this is where I was getting confused in this kit and reading the debuffs and the buffs. So this happens when it is added, which means that because it's a debuff, it can be resisted. So that's what they mean. In my head, it is. When you take something like bleeds, and in this game, bleeds and poison does damage to does special damage, and bleeds do physical damage. But they happen at the start of the enemy turn. They receive, I think it's like 10% damage, right? This one did not have that, but now I understand what they mean when added. So when you get frostbite is when you're going to get this extra 15% damage. And it'll stack 10 times. So if you got 10 frostbite, which is there going to be a character that lays down 10 frostbite? I mean, for real, then you would get 150% damage. Okay, cool. So that happens when it is added. So that means you can resist that damage. But if you don't resist it, it's going to kick you in the teeth. So passive increases crit by 15% and crit damage by 15%. Crit doubles when enemy HP is above 50%. So his crit is going to be at, oh wow, and this goes to something that I was saying about Zatanna. No wonder he hits like a freaking truck. So 15% crit out the gate. Double that if they're above 50%. They're gonna be above 50% if it's coming out the gate. This is why, I was doing it, but now I understand more why. Like I was seeing what I was seeing. This is why his ultimate is always the first to go for me. If his ultimate goes first, everybody's gonna be above 50% health. That means that this crit chance goes to 30%. So when I have him with Zatanna, which I'll go back just to show you this point. So when I have him with Zatanna has in her kit where on her first attack, she applies, and this is the thing, this is her advanced attack. And I have a speed set on her. So this has pushed her speed above green arrows. So she goes before green arrow. She'll lay down strong attack and frantic. Strong attack gives you increased damage. We're just going to focus on damage right now. 8%. Cool. What's really cool is the crit chance goes up by 10% per frantic, and she gives you 2. So then we go back to the homie green arrow. I'm going to have out the gate from the passive, and then if I'm running with Zatanna, which she is my best healer on my squad, so they run together a lot, especially given the fact that she does that lifesteal on her passive. So that way, and you'll see it when I show it when I go into a battle where he's healing himself a tremendous amount, which is kind of a waste at the start, but you'll see the point. So that means that you just stack 20% on top of his crit. So there's 20. Now I got another 30% chance right there. So that's 50% chance of critting in the beginning. Then, oh my goodness, I'm at level 2. So the crit chance is now at 20%. So that means that at the beginning it's 40%. Then you add her stacks, that's putting it up to 60% crit chance out the gate with an additional 20% crit damage. Then we come over her. Where you at? Who you with? Where you at? Who you with? And we already got 14% crit, 14.5% crit sitting right there. So it looks like we're up to what, 75% crit? I've already lost track of the numbers. So let's just say we're at 75% crit. So it's a more likely than not scenario that I'm going to crit. And I put this crit, this crit set on him, right? Now, here's the thing. It doesn't look, and it says by 5%. So I'm wondering if it's 5 for each, and he starts off with 4. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this real quick just to see what happens. Let's remove you. So it says here that his crit is 9.5. So if I remove this, then the crit here falls to 4.5. Okay. Then I come back to the stats. We're learning. So it's dropped down to 9.5. So then that crit bonus is gone. So when I add it back, both pieces is going to be 5%. Let's go and get you back in there because we are not going to go without you. You quit. So, see, I still don't understand how that math worked because I added that. So I added 5 to the crit. But where did that 4.5 come from in the beginning? I guess that's his base crit. Anyway, so that's already added to all of this. So he has a 75% chance to crit at the beginning of a battle. I mean, do I have to say we love to see it? Because we love to see it. We do love to see it. I don't even know if that's necessary. And now it's kind of, man, this makes me debate putting all of, like, just nothing but crit. But you kind of need some attack. Anyway, moving on. So basically what I have him outfitted with is clearly crit gears because I want him to have that big old AoE attack at the very, very beginning. And then we put a lot of attack on him. I was tempted to put speed, but I was like, nah, he's already, I won't say fast, but fast enough to where he's going second in my lineup when he's fighting. So that's all cool with me. So that is his kit. I'm going to show you running him with Zatanna, which if you saw Zatanna, I think, no, I had to remove him. So we're going here into the multiverse. We go into Evil Falls. I'm going to try to find a better place to do this. I'm not going to go into Arena this time because this video is going longer than I wanted it to. But anyway, so we go in here to the fight. And I just need you to see, 1, what he does, and 2, how he heals. You're going to see a lot of damage get cycled through here. So watch Green Arrow. Is even when he lays down his damage, you can see the damage up here and how much damage he's doing. But on top of it, watch all the heals because of Zatanna. Now it's kind of hard to, and let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and activate his team synergy, which requires Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow. So let's go ahead and put Jessica Cruz and Scarecrow, which will then increase the AoE attack by another 12%. So we're going to do that one. Who are we taking out? We're going to leave, man, I got all these stacks. We're going to leave in Two-Face because Two-Face also has, come on Two-Face, he also has on his passive attack, where if he's on the back row, he amplifies damage by 14%. So we're just doing all kinds of nasty stuff over here. So we're going to leave him. There's not going to be any blocking, so we can remove Ocean Master. Zatanna, I want you to see that. So we'll remove this and this. Ugh, Nightwing, why are you being difficult, homie? Get away from the fight. Jessica Cruz. Boom. There's the team synergy. So we got, and I would love if I could just like see what their stats are right now before we go into battle. Like if I could see what happens, because it still says 14 and all the other stuff. If I could see all the benefits that he's getting, that'd be so awesome. Anyway, so then watch him carefully. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. See all that health. Now watch me. This is AOE. Yeah. Yeah. Now, let's go ahead and stop. Restart. The best part of his kit. Unleash a rain of arrows on all enemies that hit 3 times, dealing physical damage equal to 40%, 40%, and then 75% of attack, respectively. If he defeats any number of enemies, he gains a new turn. That's up to 45, 45, and 80%, and then next will be 50, 50, and 85 once I get him up to rank 10, which that is going to happen as fast as possible. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Green Arrow is an absolute beast. I can't wait to start doing videos on like team compositions and stuff like that. But right now it's just character guides as I learn, because I'm learning stuff as I'm making these guides, honestly. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.